Avant. Yeah, that was way too loud. You need to fix the door. I know, I need to fix the door. Alright, give me a break.
It's too clean.
No, it's not clean enough.
We're gonna remove more
Yeah.
and make it clean.
Yeah, it will be way cleaner.
Yeah.
That was a stupid intro. Anyway, welcome to another episode of the car shenanigans. Now the lens is probably gonna be dirty. But anyway, we're back for another episode. We have done a lot of work. We have done a lot of work since the last time you saw us because, to be honest, it was just taking off parts. It wasn't anything too difficult. It was just a nut and bolt, you take off the part and that's it. So, regarding that, as you can see here, the transmission is off of the engine. It's still not out of the way, but it is off from the engine. You can see the clutch, you can see everything about there. And the subframe with all of its components, well, mostly all of it, still need to take off the knuckles, the arms, and then it would be actually off. But yeah, we decided to not film that just because it's just taking off parts, not really that interesting. But now comes the interesting part where we actually have to take off the brake booster, the fueling filter with the distribution system, and the steering rack, because for that we need to actually take off bits from the interior. For that we actually need to take off bits from the interior to actually get access to the bolts. And we might even have to actually disassemble the whole pedal assembly to even get to those bolts, because I did take a look beforehand to see how does it look and where are the bolts and the cables and all that. And yeah, it's deep in there. I couldn't even get my hand in there to even get to the bolts.
That's what he said.
Oh, shut the fuck up, man. But yeah, anyway, and theoretically that shouldn't be that tough of a job. Theoretically, you know, everything's in theory. But after we do that, because there's not a lot of items left in the front, we will move to the back and try to disassemble the whole back assembly for the wheels, because to be honest, it's pretty simple. It's just a straight bar going to two wheels and some springs, and that's pretty much it. And theoretically after that, that will be pretty much the whole drivetrain, including the rear of the car, disassembled. Maybe even try tackling the fuel tank if we got extra time, but that is for another day. But yeah, that's the plan so far. So get these bits off, clean a little bit around here, and then move to the back, clean that up. And theoretically after that, we have to start doing the rust repair. So that will be fun.
And dirty and rusty.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think after we take off everything, we'll need to, like, I don't know, go to the shop, get some spray, get some cleaning sprays, and actually clean off all the surfaces so we can see what we're actually working with, so that we can properly visualize what needs to be done with the chassis and how bad the rust is around the whole car. Because realistically right now, I can see a good chunk of the rust, but I do not know if there's some hidden rust somewhere deep down. I know the bottom of the car is good. I know a little bit on the sides is kind of rough, and mainly the engine bay is the roughest part regarding rust. But we don't know how much is hidden beneath the layer of gunk. So yeah.
So basically, you're saying we're gonna fuck around and find out.
I mean, you always do that. There is no difference in that. You always need to fuck around and find out. This whole fucking project is fucking around and finding out. Because, like I said, if you're new here, I have no idea. I've never worked on cars. I've never done anything with cars. I am just a viewing enthusiast. I like to see stuff being done. And this project came up, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll fucking try. Why not? I'll try and see how it goes. So yeah, we're doing our damn hardest to hopefully achieve our goals with this car. And yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest.
AKA all the education we have is YouTube.
Yeah, we are
YouTube level.
We are YouTube certified mechanics. That's how you can put it. YouTube certified mechanics.
We are not pro. We are not legit. We just YouTube certified mechanics.
You could be a YouTube certified mechanic too by watching YouTube videos. But yeah, that's the plan. Let's grab our gloves, grab our wrenches, and start getting to work. Because this shit isn't gonna take off itself. So yeah, that's the idea.
Imagine if it did.
Man, this wouldn't be a project if it actually did take off itself. This wouldn't be a project. It would just be.
Maybe we just need to slap it on and everything falls.
Nah, that's not how it works. That ain't
But
how
we
it
wish.
works. Nah. No, it should be just that and that's it. It should be just this. But it's not gonna be like this because it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Maybe then the editing power will work.
No. That is
Just
no.
give a chance. Give a chance.
I've already done that. No.
Come on, give a chance.
We need to show this, you idiot. We actually need to show this, alright? We're not doing that. We're not doing the stupid woo magic cut or whatever. We're not
Did it
doing
run? No, still here.
It's still here. Anyway, fuck it. Whatever. Let's get to work.
Alright.
Alright, so as you saw in the time lapse, we did a lot of work. We actually moved the engine and transmission that was there to here, so now it's out of the way and we can actually do some work. And while we're at it, I'm gonna go into the interior and try to maneuver my way through there. And just because I have a helping hand, we can pretty much knock out two birds with one stone. He can tackle the front side here, and I can tackle the interior side, where work will just happen much quicker. So with that, we gotta get going, and should go smooth sailing, hopefully, because the bolts in the interior and everything in the interior is pretty clean, so shouldn't give much issues there. But just because it's a rat's nest, it's gonna be way more difficult. So yeah, let's have some fun. Yeah, I don't know how to place this fucking camera. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so pretty much what we're working with is we have to take off this piece right here. So as you can see, there's a bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, and there's a little bolt right there. So yeah, once we remove that, we'll be able to just slide that whole thing out, and we'll be able to see the whole pedal assembly with the screws for the power steering and the brake booster. So let's try taking that off, but I don't know how good the camera angle is going to be on this, so we'll see how it works. Anyway, let's go.
What you doing?
Yes, I am doing things. Taking off the wheels so that I can get under this space, so that I have a little bit more viewing area to actually see what the hell I'm doing. Because right now, if I try to go down there, like on my knees or something on the floor, it's not really the best of positions, and I can't really do much with that. So I'm taking off the front the steering wheel so that I can get under here and actually see what the hell needs to be done. So yeah, that's the gist of the idea that I have right now. So I'm just gonna. So I got the steering wheel off. Time to do some acrobatics to actually fit inside of here. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, this is fucked. Oh, this is.
How's your neck?
Yes. The good thing is I actually see way better. So it does work. I need to go deeper.
Your back arc.
I need to go deeper.
That's what he said.
Oh yeah, that's much. Oh my god, that's so much better. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, yes. So now I need to disconnect something. Something.
Like what?
There's a thing there.
Black wire, gray wire.
It's not wires, you idiot. It's screws. It's actual screws.
I only see wires from here.
Now I'm just trying to find which screws I gotta take off.
Small screw, medium screw, big screw.
Yo mama screw.
I wish.
Oh yeah, I said I needed to remove this guy up top. Fuck me, this so far. Where's the... I can't see. I can't. Oh.
You got some light, so maybe it will help.
It's digging into my fucking bag. I need to find this. Okay. How?
How?
Oh, motherfucker.
Maybe don't ask how. Maybe ask why.
The fuck you mean why? What is why gonna help me with?
Then whom? Ask everyone.
Yo mama. Oh, did I find...
Your mama not gonna help you.
Okay,
It's too tight.
Yeah, it's too tight. Yes.
Do you need help?
No. How the fuck are you gonna help me?
I don't know, get in your position and try to nudge my hand.
No, like if my hand doesn't fit, your hand's definitely not gonna fit, man. The thingy. I need to unplug the thingy that connects to the brake booster, because I think the brake booster is the only thing that is currently holding in this whole pedal assembly. So with that, I'll be able to take it off and we'll be able to do some shit. So I think that's the idea, but for now I don't think I'll be able to get someone dealing with this. So I need to move out of this position and I need to...
You okay?
No,
you sound not okay.
No, I'm not okay. What the fuck do you think? Do you think the same person would sound like this? Of course not, man. What the hell do you think?
I don't know, you tell me. Oh! Don't kick the camera. Good. He can't stop. How bad is it?
When you get to the very end and get to like this part of your back, it's not that bad. Anything not on this part of your back, it's bad. It's really bad. But I think I figured it out well.
Can I give a try?
No.
Nah, just lay down like that.
No.
What do you mean no?
No, man, no.
I just want to see it from your point of view.
You're not gonna see anything. This will be funny. Hold on. Okay, so I need this. Then I need this.
So
then,
explain what kind of shit is on.
Your mama's on.
No, but what you got on this?
Oh, give me a second. I first need to make sure the assembly is correct. Where is the one that actually unscrews it? This is the one. Okay, so I got this guy. I need another adapter. I need more adapters. Basically, it's really deep in there, and I need a bunch of adapters to even get close.
Alright, I'm going to get into...
No, don't.
I'm going in.
Don't.
I'm going in. I'm turning. Jesus Christ. Well, that's something. I'm getting out.
Right, so I have this beautiful creation. We have a longy adapter. We have a long extension thing. Then over here we got an adapter to the small extension things. And then we got another small extension thing. And then we got a swivel thing. Then we got another adapter to a bigger bolt, so not bolt, fucking socket, so that it could actually get in there. So we pretty much need this much length to get to where we need to go. Fucking God, this is so...
Jesus Christ.
Is so stupid. I can get that. Okay, there's one. I can get one. There we go. We're in. We're in. We can get one.
Are you in?
We're in for one. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. Now, please to God, don't. Oh. My hand.
Which one?
Which one do you fucking think? You fucking dingus? Man's asking which one, I swear to God, man.
Well, you have 2 hands, right?
Oh, you fucking smartass. Swear to God, one day I'm gonna smack you.
One day. How bad it is?
Yeah, it's very bad. It's very fucking bad. Did we come out with a fish? We did come out with a fish. There we go. There's the first little fish. There's 2 more left.
Two more.
Are we gonna be that lucky? Oh. Oh.
You got it?
I caught the fish. I got a bite.
Now reel in.
I got a bite. I got a bite. Now I just gotta reel it in. Come on, you son of a
Hook it and reel in.
Oh. There you go, money.
Is
Absolutely money. It might be money or it might be tragedy.
Don't let go.
I'm trying.
It's a heavy one.
Fucking bad. Ooh.
Come on, buddy. Reel in. Come on, pull it.
Let the fish rest for a bit. Let the fish rest.
Fish rest or
Yeah,
you rest?
Let the fish rest. Let the fish tire itself out, so then I can have a little bit more strength to come back.
Yeah,
Like this. I think we're in. Time to fish. Now the surgical procedure. Oh, do we have a fish? We got a fish.
A second one.
We got the second fish. Yes.
Nice.
Where the fuck is the third one?
How bad?
I think this might be the worst one.
Yeah, leave it the worst one for the last one, right?
How the fuck are you supposed to do that? Not gonna work. Oh! I think it hooked.
You hooked?
I think it hooked. I think the fish is on the line. Holy
Come
shit.
on.
Ain't no way.
Pull it.
Oh!
And reel in.
And the battle begins. The battle begins.
The almighty battle.
Come on.
Don't make sexual.
Oh my fucking God.
It's just a fish, not a fucking porno.
What do you know? What do you know? It might be a mermaid.
Jesus Christ, we can all put that on YouTube.
Alright, let the fish tire itself out for a second.
You sure about that?
Let
it
the
looks
fish-
like you want some rest.
Let the fish shut the fuck up. You don't know what I'm doing right now. This is psychological strategy against the fish.
Sure. I see what you're doing.
This
You're
is
just
a-
laying there.
This is some psychological strategy against the fish so that I can take the dub against it.
Yeah.
Oh no. We might have problem.
Did you lose the fish?
We might have problem. Oh, do we have the fish? We have the fish!
Oh my God!
Yes,
you got the third
three
one.
fish. The 3 fish are in.
Hey, guess what? There's the fourth one.
No, there isn't the 4th one. Now, now, come with me. Come.
Cool.
No. Alright, so we did manage to get the brake booster off, right there. It's completely off, it's put back there. There's a stupid spring that was actually holding it in. So now what's left is just the power steering, which my buddy already got the bolts here and over there taken off. Now the only thing is that there's a bracket here that is holding in 2 nuts. Yeah, I see the fire. And as you can see, good old buddy over here is meddling with some fire. To heat up the rust, to heat up to a good amount so that it can let go of the stuff.
From what?
It can let go of the stuff. Oh yes, you see, he's smoking. He's smoking good. I wonder what could it be. Boom! It's not gonna explode.
Just imagine.
Well, anyway, we're gonna heat up that son of a bitch and pray to God that the bolts don't strip, because it does look like it's very strippable. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we'll keep you updated on that, and we're just gonna keep on burning. All right, so it did come to the last resort. We have to start cutting. So my man is on the little cutting wheel. He's ready to go. All right, so I keep starting with that every single time. Anyway, there's been a little bit how should I put this? A little bit of inconsistencies with this video, just because last time you saw us, we were dealing with actual power steer, like the steering rack being stuck right there. And it was a real bitch to take off, because the actual splines that go on a little thing that clamps it to the main steering shaft, it was actually, like, I don't know, it's really stuck on, so we had to think of another way to do it, and it pretty much ate up a lot of our time, just because, like, it was a lot of just figuring shit out at the same time. Even though we looked at the manual, everything, it didn't really tell us much about disassembly. It is what it is, but yeah, that's why I didn't really have much footage after the previous clip that you saw of us taking it out. But literally from that point, just imagine us 2 hours just trying to figure it out somehow. But at the end of the day, it worked. It is out, sitting right there. And now there's an empty hole there. But yeah, so far progress is still good. It's looking fine from what I can see. And theoretically that's it for the front. So now the main thing is going to be going to the back and figuring out how to actually take apart the whole rear of the car that's like up there, like the whole rear of the car with the whole back assembly, back axle and everything. So, not back axle, what the hell am I even saying? The fucking, yeah, just the whole back needs to be also disassembled, and then technically we'll be done with that, which is not going to be a lot. Hopefully I can manage by myself. Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers so that I don't get stuck like the stupid power and the stupid steering rack, but that is for another day. But yeah, that's the idea at least. So yeah, nothing to do else but to actually go and do it. So let's try that and hope that it goes better. Alright, let's go. I just took a quick look around at the rear end of the car, and to be honest, it's not looking that tough to actually disassemble. The only tricky part, I guess, is going to be just the brake cables, because there are 2 different brake cables going in there, one for the handbrake, one for the actual brakes. But everything else regarding the rear of the car is actually pretty easy. It's literally just a few bolts holding in the rear subframe, if you want to call it that. Just a few bolts holding that in, and theoretically all of that should just drop out with the whole assembly and everything. But first, obviously, we have to take away suspension bits and all that stuff to actually properly take it off. So the first the first thing we have to do, just like every single thing, is take off the wheels. Take off the good old wheels and see what we have dealing with the hubs, see what's going on with those, and hopefully take off the suspension, and then take off the rear subframe, take off the brake lines, and technically the rear should be done. Then if we have enough time, we could actually even take off the gas tank, which would be actually pretty good to actually take off the gas tank as well and just store it somewhere. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's see if we can do it. Alright, let's see if I actually remember to loosen the bolts, because if not, this is going to be pretty funny. This is gonna be pretty funny. Oh, I did remember to loosen the bolts. I am smart. Let's go. Should have probably taken a longer bit or something. There we go. Now we have a seat even. Now a good little seat. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Okay, on to the next side. Well, at least this time I took a longer bit. At least this time I took a longer bit, so I won't have to do it by hand. Perfect. There it is. Beautiful. Oh. I will see what the manual says about how to disassemble the rear suspension. Once that's done, theoretically, we can just disconnect the brakes, obviously, because the brakes is going to be the big thing that we have to disconnect. Disconnect the brakes, and then theoretically just the subframe, take off the bolts, and it should just drop out. So hopefully we get lucky with that. But yeah, let's see what the manual has to say about this. I'm going to try a little bit of a different angle, so maybe you could see, because there's no way I'm getting a camera inside there. So as you can see, maybe there's a bolt here, there's a bolt here, and there are 2 more bolts up there. So, and I forgot some tools. I got all of these things here, but that's not going to be enough. We have to go and we have to pick up the fire, the brush, the rust, and the WD. The basic ingredients of how to take off a rusty nut. First off, gotta clean it a little bit. Gotta clean it a little bit so that you at least see what the hell you're working with. Even though it does look like it's kind of rotten, this is definitely fixable, because when I actually looked online if I could buy these parts, didn't actually find any of them. Rusty bolt and nut remover spray. It's actually really nice, the fact that the whole rear of this is plastic lined, so it's all protected. Like the whole last thing here is lined with protection, even to like this whole part here, which is really nice. Obviously, you can do this in the back. You can't do that in the front, because in the front there's a lot of things that have to go through here. That's why you can't put plastic behind it. But in the rear, since it's only just the shock and springs, it is pretty good. We're gonna go straight with some WD and pray to God that that works. I felt it go in. Fucking rust, man. Swear to God. Fucking rust. Alright. I'm actually surprised that it's going fairly well. Right. Yeah, that's good. So yeah. This is the 24, perfect fit, and 24 on this guy should also be a good fit. And there are some other brake lines going through this little thingy, which I still have no idea what the hell this is, but we'll figure it out then. And yeah, the hardest part is just going to be disconnecting the brake lines and making sure nothing gets caught, but it's pretty much the same story on this side as well. Exactly the same story on this side, so we'll have to unscrew the bolts over there if you can see. And then obviously take off this, and theoretically all of this should just drop out. And if that happens, we'll be good. But I want to be good. I want to be very good. Oh. Fuck me, man. Holy shit, that was hard. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a pain. This is gonna be an absolute pain in the ass. That should do the trick. Come on. Get off. Okay. Son of a bitch. Son of a fuck. Okay. Oh. And there's one part. There we go. Good enough. Oh, come on. What the fuck? See, some of them are easy. Some of them are just bullshit tough for no reason. would really love to actually go coilovers with this setup, but too expensive. Too fucking expensive, man. Like fucking 1.5 G's for coilovers. I mean, they're good coilovers, don't get me wrong, but Jesus Christ, I do not have that type of money, unfortunately. You know, so regular old Joe trying to do his own shit, and yeah, not much options. Because to be honest, no one really cares about these cars anymore. They don't care about the super important Quattro specs or the super important very rare limited number run sales of some models. No one really cares about any of these old girls, which I don't know. It is what it is. Like, times are moving on, but I don't know. It just makes me feel weird because they're good cars. Realistically, they're good cars. It's not the fastest. It's only 75 horsepower, but I don't think speed is the main thing that matters in a car. How you feel should matter way more than just raw numbers. Because numbers don't mean shit. Like, yeah, you'll be fast, but will you enjoy it? How will it feel? Will it be controllable? Will it feel responsive? You know, those are the things that I kind of think about whenever I look at cars and shit. Whenever I see 1,000 horsepower car, 1 million horsepower car, or whatever, electric engines and all that stuff, it's never really that interesting to me, just because, yeah, cool, it's powerful. That's the only thing it has going for it, I would imagine. It's literally the only thing that's worth of the car. Everything else about it is probably kind of worthless. Realistically thinking, it's kind of worthless, which, I don't know. Some people find that appealing. Some people want that, and it's all good. Everyone has their own preferences with this stuff, but for me personally, I'd much rather prefer a car's character than just raw numbers and having it go fast. Well, there's one. Come on. And there's two. Easy peasy. Lovely. Oh yeah, that's bad. That is gone. That shit is gone. Yeah, looks like I'll have to replace that. It is what it is. And that is kind of it for that. Now, next is brake system, I think. Actually, let's try. I think I should probably just do the brakes, remove that whole thing, remove it, and then when I pull it out, then I could actually start removing this stuff. So yeah, that sounds like a better plan. So we're gonna try removing the brakes first, not the brakes itself, but the brake lines, so that they're out of the way. So we'll try to remove them in this area right here, if it's actually removable. First, I need a drink. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and then I'll get back to it. We'll get back to disassembling that stuff, and we'll have it done in pretty quick succession, I would say. Alright, so while the camera was charging, I actually took the liberty of taking off the brake stuff so that you don't have to watch that, because to be honest, that is pretty fucking boring. It's much more interesting to see if a fucking rear subframe lands on my face. Time to actually just pull it off, and that'll be our job done for today. And we'll probably do the gas tank later when we actually get to there, but that'll be good enough for today. It is 1, 2, 3 bolts. Take those out, this drops, and that will be all she fucking wrote. Apparently, different size bolts. Apparently, we'll figure it out. Damn, not bad. And the bolt actually looks kind of good as well. Not bad. Alright, put that to the side, and I'm gonna leave only one bolt in, and then I'm gonna go to the other side. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, man, that was a rough one. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now, how bad is this gonna be? So far, looking good. Oh shit! That was way more graceful. You see that over there? Doofus over here forgot to do something. I hate the fact that these lines just are just completely on these brackets. You can't take them off anyway. Well, I'm not doing that. Sorry, line. You are gonna get snipped. I guess 3, 2, 1, and we go. 3, 2, 1, and it's a tough line. It is a brake line. Oh shit. That actually did nothing. Wow. Funny. Alright, back into position. Oh, come on, man. Why is that side moving so stupid? It's caught now on something. I need to push it more because it's gonna ram into the jack stands. The jack wins. Holy shit. That is done. Good jack. Oh boy. Well, it's out. I'm probably not gonna try to take this shit off solo, so I'm gonna call that good. Screw back in the screws. Or no, actually, I should probably just label them. Oh, that would just be a smart idea, instead of having to retake the screws again later, on a later date. We're finally actually finished all the disassembly pretty much. Now granted, there are a few things left, like the gas can, the fuel tank, that's what it is, the fuel tank. Gas tank, whatever you want to call it, that is going to be taken off a different day, I feel like, instead of having it done now. A little bit easier, and it's just going to give me a little bit more time. Because next is actually going to be very fun stuff coming up. Now, one thing is, before I start fixing the rust, I want to send the engine out to be checked over by the engine builders, or whatever the hell you want to call them, who check if the engine parts are actually not warped. Next episode, probably going to be taking that and hopefully fully stripping it down, because before I want to start the glorious rust repair, I want to actually get this all torn down. I want to have it ready for the machine shop. I don't know how to call it, but the dudes who check if the engine is not warped, it's holding up tolerance is good and everything else. Before I start fixing the rust, I want to do that. And while the engine is going to be out getting taken care of, I will start handling the rust. And the main points are is not, to be honest, how bad the car looks. A lot of it is just dirt, but there are a few key areas that are concerning. One is this one. As you can see, yeah, doesn't look too good. So all this, all the way down to here, probably this whole section as well, needs to be replaced. This section is also a little bit rusted out, still a lot of dirt as well. Over here, a little bit of rust. This section I'm not too worried about, because to be honest, it's very small sections that are rusted, and everything else is kind of clean on this section. Obviously there are a bunch of stuff, but this section is still kind of the better one. So, not really worried about that. The only thing from this side that I am worried about is this and this right here. Although I know this is just surface rust, still, this needs to be taken care of, because that will turn into an issue later on. Then, obviously, we have all of this to the very end. To the very, very end. And even to get even better, there's a hole here. As you can see, my finger goes right through it. And that is not suggestive. Then we gotta fix a few fenders, fix this thing a little bit. The roof, but the roof is like, it's like very minor rust spots. The biggest amount of rust is just in the front. The biggest amount of rust is always gonna be in the front, while the back is just minor bits and pieces to be taken care of, like all this, making sure it's clean, all this to make sure that it's still good and working. The majority of the panels I am just going to replace. And obviously another big concerning area is this. Because for this, I'm going to have to remove the glass, remove the front windshield, and that's going to be an ordeal in and of itself. I'm probably going to get a professional window remover, installer, however they are called, to do this. Because I'm comfortable, even though this looks horrifying. I'm comfortable with this, even though I don't know shit. I'm comfortable with all of this, but The one thing I'm not comfortable is glass. That is just black magic to me. So I'm gonna leave that to the professionals, and I will actually tackle the things that I feel like I can actually do. So the good part about all of this, I did order a welder and all the gears, so that will be coming pretty quickly. So for this is kind of done. All of the disassembly is technically done, even though I know you can see a lot of things here. All of it is cables and a few lines for brakes and a few lines for fuel. That is all. Everything else mechanically is out. Mechanically, every single bit is completely out of the car, which is fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. I never thought I would see this day, and to be honest, realistically, this key moment right here, it marks the point where we can consider the first third of this whole car project finished. First third is just disassembling everything. Second third of this whole project is fixing the rust, and third third of the project is putting everything back together. The rust I'm not too worried about. I don't know, for some reason I just feel like it's, like logically thinking, it's not going to be that tough. It's not going to be that tough, even though it is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, especially working in these closed off spots and everything. But I'm not too worried about that. I'll manage, I'll do it, and I'll have it working at the end. The one thing that is going to be interesting, and that is going to probably take the most amount of time, is actually putting everything back. Because putting everything back, disassembling is always the easiest, because you can just whack it, cut it, do whatever. But when you have to reassemble everything, then you get some issues. And reassembly is going to be pretty fun, to be honest. Pretty fucking fun. To be honest, surprisingly, I still remember a good chunk of how stuff came back together. But for how long, I don't know. So I'm hoping that shit will go fast, because I feel like the rust repair isn't going to take that long. Like realistically, I'm thinking very realistically, it shouldn't take that long. If I'll manage to work on the car throughout winter, then definitely I will be able to, I feel like I will be able to finish the rust repair. Now I know that's wishful thinking, and I know it is, but that's so far the little plan I have. So, and then pretty much through winter, finish the rust, then start rebuilding everything again, putting everything back, obviously ordering new parts and everything. But that is so far along the road that I don't even know how to actually strategize for that. So yeah, for now we're just gonna focus on what's ahead, and what's ahead is disassembling that, all of this, sending it to a machine shop, and then starting the rust repair. That is the plan of operations so far. And yes, for the next episode, we will do just that. Next episode is going to be disassembling everything that is in there, so that we have clean, just blocks, like head and block clean everything. And we'll see how we'll manage that, because it's a lot of delicate components, and a lot of components in one small compact area. So it's going to be interesting to see how we actually go about it. But that's how I like to say, tomorrow's Joe problem. And today's Joe is happy that he actually done the work and he finished, and he can go back home and get some rest. So that's going to be it for me today, boys. I hope you have a good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.